Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really happy to be here before this August gathering to say something about spiritual science and its role in combating emotional anger and emotional balancing emotional intelligence. Well, a human child is born as a tabula rasa of plain paper, just like a pure dewdrop. A child is born full of awe, full of conditioning it. This is your caste, this is your religion, this is your nation, this is your parents, this is our friends, this is our enemy. We just go on conditioning a child. And when child grows up, we never ask who you are, from where you came, why you are here, we are living, when we die, why we die, when we die, whether there is another destination. Think about sex, from which we burn. Think about life, we are existing. Think about death, we are dying. And these beautiful things. And then what spiritual science nowadays started saying is that until and unless we ask real questions, there will be no real answers. When there will be no real answers, there will be no real peace. So if we want to attain peace, we have to first develop this human being, an individual. And the individual, this human being's ultimate last periphery is the material world. This earth is now revolving around we have water in our body, and that this water connects us with we have been told as a human being, as a child, this is your nation, this is your politics, this is your religion. We are one with the whole universe, but we don't know who we are. We are entering into the cosmic unconscious state of nature. And all the enlightened masters down the ages, Lord Krishna, Buddha, Mahavira, Lao Tzu, all the great spiritual scientists have worked on themselves and started exploring inside and reached to the ultimate state of consciousness. What they call is cosmic superconscious state of nature. And this life is combination of nature and supernature, science and super science. Nowadays, scientists started talking about objective science and subjective science. With the objective science, biology, physics, chemistry, microbiology, quantum physics, and nuclear physics, we can observe this galactic universe through our eyes using microscope or Hubble telescope. But if we want to realize ourselves, this body is a ball. And look, there are 1,001, million and one balls are there, but the current is one. The human beings, the 6 billion human beings are here on the planet, but the body is different. Maybe their conditioning is different, but the spirit as such is one. There is no difference. Maybe my conscience is Hindu, but my consciousness is just the pure consciousness, the awareness, the alertness, the witnessing capacity, what Buddha calls. And that's why Buddha says, Ihi Pasiko, come and see what I say. Don't believe, don't trust my saying, but what I'm saying, observe it, watch it, contemplate it, and meditate upon it. Then you'll understand there is something beyond body. Senses will not be in action. The inside is the current. Let's say it's a computer. And if there is a computer, is there, all the websites are there, all the programs are there. If the electricity is gone, what is the point of computer? Electricity is gone, what is the point of television? If there be addition and electricity, without consciousness, can there be Albert Einstein and atomic energy? This individual is not a tiny phenomenon. We are not merely a tiny individual. who belongs to family, society, nations, and particular religion, we are universal phenomenon must be realized through inner introspections, inner observations. That's why we are talking mostly here about anger and emotions. The lost. What is lost? What is passion? What is sex? This is emotion. When we observe it, if there is a passion, what we have to do is that smile and watch the passion. Smile and watch, observe the passion. Watch, anger is arising and I am watching the anger, then anger will turn into love. And there is a greed. If the greed is arising in any way, and you just observe, you watch, be aware of greed, and that greed will turn into charity. And if there is an attachment, we say, this is my father, this is my brother, this is my sister, this is my wife, this is my husband. It is only a psychological relationship. We burn alone, we are living alone, and we will be dying alone. We are psychologically, emotionally attached to a particular person. That's why that attachment gives us suffering. That's why when we know our spirit beyond all attachments, and the same spirit is within my wife, within my husband, within my son, within my daughter, then what is the point of attachment? Then slowly that attachment will turn into detachment. And slowly we will come out of all emotional problems, and then we will be anger free. Anger will persist. And we must understand the dialectics of our mind. What is the mind? If something I like, I want to crave it. If something I don't like, I want to avoid it. If I like something, I have a raga. If I don't like something, I have a dosa. Then I am always suffering from raga and dosa, averting and craving. I am never able to be neutral to my actions. What happens? First, we are the feeling being. First I see something, then some vibration is entering into me, then the thought. Sometimes I hear something, the vibration enters into me, then a thought. I thought something, the vibration enters into me, then thought. That's why mostly human feel, then we create thought. First the sensation, and sensation creates the thought. That comes into electromagnetic waves. And if we watch our breath, and in between to breathe, going in and going out, there will be gap. If we will watch our thoughts, one thought is emerging and collapsing, we will find the gap. And one emotion is emerging and collapsing, we will find the gap. In that gap, the whole existence exists. That's what Buddha calls it, that gap in the so many stars, the galactic universe, the earth, the river, the oceans, the birds, the animals, the human beings. This century, every morning, 5 minutes, think of life, think of birth, and think of death. Just 5 minutes. Sometimes Buddha used to say, go to Aregat and observe dying people for 3 months. Children are dying, youngsters are dying, old people are dying, death is happening. And we are not thinking of death, we are fearing. We are not thinking of love, we are fearing. We are not thinking of passion, we are fearing. And this fearing is creating lots of trouble in us. And all the troubles are coming out of fear. And fear ultimately breeds violence. Violence breeds the crime. And all the so-called, leaders and politicians of the world who waged war, First World War, 3.5 crore people were massacred. Second Great World War, 7.5 crore people were massacred. American President Woodrow Wilson, concept of internationalism, League of Nations, modification, UNO, now more than 405 wars have been fought. And now we are in in the brink of ultimate catastrophe, the push the button and the finish the world. And our great masters, enlightened ones, were giving us the solution, practical solutions. And everybody is ready to talk about water. And nobody is interested in drinking it. And we cannot quench the thirst. Everybody is ready to think about the swimming, but nobody is interested in diving into the water. And swimming is not possible. Peace is possible, but we must be very much practical for this. It is a theoretical to create a peaceful society. Peaceful society will create a peaceful nation. Peaceful nation will create a peaceful international. And that's what all the enlightened masters down the ages are talking. Whether it is Plato, Socrates, Heracles. But we, general people, are not really following the masses. Krishna is talking about the inner spirit. We are carrying Gita on our head and jumping here and there. Buddha is also talking about the inner spirit, or maybe anatta. Buddha says Atma, anatta. The Upanishad, the Veda says it's Atma. This is the words. Or there is a glass, half filled and half empty. It's the same. We have to love ourselves. We have to be ourselves, and we have to know our uniqueness. Look, now 6 billion people are crawling on earth. Each of us are unique. Everybody on this planet is unique. There is no comparison. All the flowers in the gardens are beautiful, ecstatic, blooming, blossoming, radiating its fragrances. Not comparing. Human being is unnecessarily comparing. This comparison is always giving us trouble, inferiority complex and superiority complex. Then we have to come out of it. And when we come out of it, then we will be emotionally, physically fit, mentally strong, emotionally balanced, intellectually sharp, spiritually awakened. Human being is essential. And we have to live in the 21st century 200%. 100% material and 100% spiritual. There is no need to split life at all, because my body is a ball and I have current. Current without ball, ball without current, body without spirit, spirit without body, food without tongue, tongue without food. There is something. That's it. We are the whole. On the whole, we are wholesome. We are holy. That's why if we develop, as a human being is in between, if we develop, we become divine. We go up. If we don't develop properly, we go down. We become devil. Devil means what? I hate myself. I disturb myself. I'm anguished. I'm in stress. I'm in depressions. And I also create the same environment and atmosphere for others. That is devilish. That's it. Human being is standing on a crossroad. We have a choice. We can make choice. If we will not listen Buddha, if we will not listen of the Arctic ice, raising of the surface of ocean, all kinds of disasters are there, and we are preparing for the third great world war. In any name, maybe who knows tomorrow, one Osama bin Laden will have atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, neutron bomb, biological weapon, and chemical weapon. Then in the next day, there will be Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The whole earth can fall into this. That's why only spiritual science have the answer. And spiritual science says, let individual to go inside and see the diamond of all diamond. If your spirit is the diamond of all diamond, then why should you compare with the other diamond outside? Best use of say outside. That's the latest. Develop this earth. It's a global village for all. Americans, Chinese, Indians, Iranians, Lebanese, Kashmiris, Rwanda, whatever. This earth is our abode. Let us develop it. Let us make it more beautiful. It is the abode of all human beings, animal planets, vegetable, everything. That's why this war must be avoided. To avoid this war, we must listen Buddha. There is no other way. We have to practice meditation, we have to practice yoga, and we have to at least give 1 hour time to oneself and 20-30 hours time to the world. Then that giving 1 hour time to yourself will balance 23 hours. That's why every day Let's make sure that we love ourselves, we respect ourselves, we introspect our mind. And what is the nature of mind? If we like something to put inside, if there is a darkness, just feel the light. Don't say darkness is bad and darkness is gone. That's why if our spirit is ultimate current, in front of this current, no darkness can prevail. But we are not being able to aware of that level, that height, that purity. That's why all kinds of defilement are disturbing us. Otherwise, in front of spirit, nothing is strong. That's what now quantum physics is saying. The spirit cannot be destroyed with atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, neutron bomb, biological weapon and chemical weapon. Then what is the point of creating this kind of disastrous weapons and saying we are the powerful nations, we are the powerful politicians? This is not human. This is inhuman. That's why we have to listen Buddha and this teaching. Our all problems will be solved. And family's problem, social problem, racial problems, religious meditation. That's what our Lord, and then everything will be alright. And we will be mature in every possible way. An emotionally mature person is divine. He will never commit any crime in every possible way. And the light he feels within, he will feel everywhere else. Then how can a person can kill anything? Because he knows, oh, I am the same. Nothing is different. That's why there are two things. Deep sleep, we are one with the whole universe. That is cosmic unconscious state of nature. Deep understanding, we are one with the whole universe. That is cosmic superconscious state of nature. And all enlightened masters are attaining cosmic superconscious state of nature. That's why they are pure, they are beautiful, they are compassionate, they are loving, and they are always giving message to humanity. Whatsoever we are doing, wherever we are, they are always giving us blessing. And let us feel this blessing and commit for 1 hour meditation, yoga and pranayama, and close your eyes, watch your body like a statue. And this human statue is a breathing statue. Other statue does not breathe. This human statue is a feeling self. It's ultimate divinity of this universe, which is to be attained through practicing of spiritual science. That spiritual science is meditation and yoga and pranayama. There is no way out. If I have a headache, same medicine. American is using same medicine and British is using same medicine, Chinese is using same medicine, and I am using the same medicine. The law of the nature is one for all. That's why our spirit is known as united field of all the laws of nature. Now this is the new word given by the quantum physicists of the 21st century like Tony Nader and John Hagelens. They are working on yoga, meditation and spiritual path of Buddha. And the spirit must be realized. We have that capacity. That's why we are different from animal. Animal cannot think. Who am I? What is life? What is death? And what is birth? Only we can think. Are we thinking? If a president is thinking this, if a king is thinking this, if prime minister is thinking this, if any powerful person is thinking this, definitely you will be compassionate. You will be emotionally different, and whatever he is doing will be just otherwise. That's why this thing must be practiced. Thinking, feeling and being. That's how we will be really healthy human being walking on this planet as a divine deity. That's what Buddha said. Everybody has a hidden Buddha. I am awakened one, you are sleeping one. One day I was sleeping, I awakened. You are sleeping today, you will be awakened. But be truthful to yourself. That's what we have to understand. That's why spiritual science and material science should go together. That until and unless spiritual science will be guided by the material science will be guided by the spiritual science, there will be no peace, there will be no prosperity, there is no sustainable development on outer level or inner level. Humanity will always suffer and suffer. And everything will be alright. And all the masters down the ages who are now, who were, and who will be blessing us.